Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to Dear Listeners. I'm your host, Sunita Rawat, and today I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to share the story of a girl. Let's call her Ananya. She didn't do anything heroic and nothing dramatic happened in her life, but her summer break turned into something she never expected. It's a story about unexpected guests, broken routines, quiet lessons, and how sometimes the smallest things change us the most. So sit back, relax, and let me take you through Ananya's story. Ananya had just finished her exams. She was finally home after a long, exhausting semester. And she had plans, big ones, like do nothing all day kind of plans. Watch shows, eat junk food, stay up late scrolling reels, and sleep until noon. You know, the ideal summer break. But on day 3, just as she was about to start the second season of her favorite show, the doorbell rang. She ignored it at first, but then her mom shouted from the kitchen, "Go open the door." So, barefoot and half asleep, she opened it, and there they were. A family she didn't really know. Her dad's cousin, his wife, and their little son, about 3 years old. The boy was already running inside, and her mom casually said, "They'll be staying for a few days." Just like that, Ananya's peaceful summer break was over. The guest room was right next to hers, and that meant every morning she now woke up to cartoons blasting through the wall. This kid, his name was Aryan, was full on energy, running around, throwing cushions, jumping on sofas, asking 100 questions every hour. Her house, which was quiet and predictable, suddenly felt like a circus. She started hiding in her room, headphones on, door locked, pretending not to exist. But somehow Aryan always found her. One evening, Ananya came back from a walk. It was hot and she was grumpy. But right at the gate, she saw Aryan sitting on the stairs, trying to wear his sandals, his chubby fingers fumbling with the straps. He wasn't crying, wasn't calling for help. He was just trying again and again. And something about that moment made her stop. She didn't say anything, just watched. And for the first time, she didn't feel annoyed. She felt curious. That night, Aryan's mom Meera joined Ananya and her mom for tea. At first, it was just polite small talk. But Meera was different. She wasn't nosy or dramatic like most relatives. She was real. She spoke about how she used to be a teacher before marriage, how she missed working, missed feeling like herself. And Ananya just listened. No lectures, no drama, just one woman being honest. It kind of hit her that not everyone gets to live the way they want. Over the next few days, things changed. Aryan and Ananya became buddies. He would sit next to her while she read, ask her weird questions. Sometimes he would just plop down beside her with his drawing book and say, "Didi, draw something funny." They played silly games. She taught him how to draw stick figures, and he taught her how to find joy in random things. Meera and Ananya had more tea time and chats too. They talked about old songs, bad TV serials, food, and everything. And Ananya realized something. She had started liking these people, like genuinely. Then came the power cut. Classic Indian summer night. No fan, no lights, just sweat. Everyone sat outside in the balcony, talking and waiting for the power. Aryan sat on Ananya's lap. Meera started telling a spooky story from her village days. They all laughed, screamed. It was chaotic and hilarious. And in that moment, Ananya forgot about Netflix, missed calls, Instagram. She just felt present. And 10 days later, they left. Early morning, suitcase packed, taxi waiting outside. Aryan hugged her tight and said, "Don't forget me, Didi." She smiled and said, "How could I?" But when the door closed, the house felt too quiet, like something had left behind a strange silence. A few days later, Ananya walked into the guest room. It was back to being clean and empty. But it wasn't just a room anymore. It had memories now, noise, laughter, and lessons. She didn't go back to her old plan of doing nothing. Instead, she picked up her diary and started writing. Not about drama or big events, just little things that made her feel something. Like Aryan trying to wear his shoes, or Meera saying, I miss the version of me I used to be. Because sometimes the most unexpected people show up and leave behind the most beautiful reminders. So, dear listeners, that was Ananya's story. She thought her summer was ruined, but maybe it was exactly what she needed. Sometimes life sends you people not forever, not even for long, but just long enough to show you something new about yourself, about others, about what really matters. And before I go, let me leave you with a little question. Have you ever met someone unexpectedly who ended up teaching you something without even realizing it? I would love to hear your story. Drop it in the comments, I'll be waiting to read them. So, here I go. This is Sunita Rawat, and you are listening to Dear Listeners. Keep your hearts open, you never know who might walk into your life and leave a story behind.